Boomer out there with Skinny. And there's B-Train. And there's Bottoms. And it's Insanity in at the shooting guard position. And on paper, Craig, this might seem like a potential blowout. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
There's Bottoms. Fires the three. Cranes the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Bailey, and he's covered by Grew. And the basket by Bailey.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Insanity can't get it to go. Here's the monster, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Bailey passes to Boomer. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's B-Train. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kept alive. And Insanity gets it to go.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Over to the wing. Pass to Grew. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Insanity. Boston needs to get off a shot. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And now, the first timeout called here for the Spurs. Doors, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Here's Insanity. Down low. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
There's B-Train. It's hauled in by Cornette.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
San Antonio again missing. Celtics have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Magina the pass to Insanity. Fires for 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Insanity's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Cornette. Scoreless thus far. Here's Bottoms. Now, here's Drew. D right on him. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Boston trailing. Pass to Insanity. Here's B-Train. Here's Creek. It's good from long range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's the monster. There's a good screen for the 3. No good on the shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Insanity. Pass to Bailey. Out to the right wing. Here's B-Train. Fires, high post, and the shot is good. B-Train's got 5.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
San Antonio calls timeout. The Celtics making a switch here. Mobley's checked in, and San Antonio with the change here too. Goodwin's checked in for the Monster. Here's Cornette. Still scoreless. From downtown, San Antonio again missing. Boston leading by 3. Insanity the pass to Boomer. Here's B-Train. He has 5. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And it's denied. Here's Cornette. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Insanity. Pass to Mobley. Here's Traoré. Shot clock at 6. Goes up the baseline. It's deflected. And he gets it back. And he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Shake and Bake's checked in for Mobley.
Number 20, Jorge.
Spurs trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's the monster. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Boston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's B-Train. Creek the pass to Shaken. Here's Medina. Boston, no good that time either. The Spurs shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Pass to the monster. And pushing it up, here's Boston. With the teardrop, Wilson grabs the board. Here's the monster. Here's Cornette. They swipe it. And up the court from the Celtics on the break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Mobley, he's checked in for Boston. Skinny, he's checked in for the Spurs. And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Mobley with the bounce pass. Insanity the pass to Mobley. Rebound San Antonio. Here's Cornette. He has yet to score. The monster passes to Cornette. The 17-footer goes down. And the Spurs lead by 1.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Pass to Shake and Bake. Inside, Insanity. It's blocked. 3-on-3. Here's Goodwin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the first one at the line is good. Champs checked in for San Antonio. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Agena the pass to Boomer. Mobley looking it over. To the middle, 6 to shoot. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Pass to Champ. Here's the monster. He's got 5. To the paint. Got a hand on it. There's B-Train. Shake and bake. The rebound by Champ.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And stolen by Mobley. Pass to Traore. There's Shake and Bake. Still without a basket. There's B-Train. And the 3 off target. Here's Cornette. Here's the monster, covered by Mobley. Cornette kicks to Wilson. Pass to Champ. Shoots a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. And the Spurs lead by 4. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for Boston.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Medina. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. B-Train's got 10 points. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range in the first quarter. Back to Wilson. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's the monster. Oh! There's the killer 2-handed slam.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's Traore. Pass to B-Train. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. Boston making some changes. Skinny comes in for Boomer. And Aldridge is subbed in for Insanity. Then for the Spurs. Bottoms, he's checked in for Wilson. Skinny comes in for B. And the Great subbed in for the Monster. Here's the Great. Bledsoe passes to the Great. There's the pick. Crafty move. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Spurs have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. Celtics making a switch here, and he's good on the second. Boston trailing. Mobley outside. It's Aldridge high post. Pass to Walsh. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Mobley. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Bledsoe against Aldridge. Here's the Great. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Spurs. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
They've got Aldridge. Skinny is out there with Shake and Bake. Then there's Mobley. And it's Walsh in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now here's Mobley. Nothing on the board. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Mobley. And the layup's good off the glass. And here's Bledsoe. Lobs it up there for Ingram.
Oh, can I get a load of that one? Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Pass to Mobley. Aldridge with a screen on Ingram. Outside Aldridge. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Celtics making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. The Greats checked in for San Antonio. Aldridge, the pass to Shake and Bake. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Here's Bottoms. He has 5. From down low. Pass to Grew. Buries it from three-point range. Grew's got the lead up to 5 now for the Spurs.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Busted, no good that time either.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
With the drive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Another strength for them today, guys. Mid-range shooting. Normally the defense wants to give you that shot. Let's see if they adjust at all.
Here's Bailey. Mobley with it, picked up by Grew. The drive by Mobley. To the wing on the left, from outside the arc. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Skinny.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Now, here's Grew. He's got 8. And Creek pulls it down. Creek's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's Mobley. And he's covered by Grew. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Celtics have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And he knocks down the first one.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Insanity, he's checked in for Aldridge. Spurs also with the sub. Wilson, he's checked in for Champ. There's Bottoms. 5 points in the game.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Shake and Bake, shot is good.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
13 feet away. That misses off the backboard.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And it's blocked, and they recover it. They set the pick from past the arc. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. The Spurs making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in.
Into lineup for the Spurs, number 39, Jackson Bledsoe. I got yours.
Here's Bottoms to end the run. Rebounded by the Celtics. Shake and bake passes to Creek. Here's shake and bake. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Insanity. 8 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Drew with the rebound. Spurs trail by 4. Bledsoe outside. To the right side. Pass to Wilson. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. B-Train's checked in for Mobley. Spurs also with the sub. Cornette's checked in. Boston leading by 4. Here's Insanity. Here's shake and bake. Boston again missing.
And I think that one could have easily fallen for him.
Cornette passes to Wilson. Tries again. Rebounded by Bailey.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Drills it from outside. Bailey's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics.
Over the taller defender, this is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Shake and bake passes to Creek. Here's shake and bake. Pass to B-Train. Here's shake and bake. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by Goodwin. Goodwin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Bottoms. 5 points in the game. Cornette passes to Wilson. That one goes in.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to shake and bake. Here's B-Train. Here's Bailey. Hits the 3-point bomb. Bailey's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
They set the pick to the left wing. Here's Wilson. And here is Goodwin. Makes a big high bounce and goes in.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Celtics leading by 6. Pass to B-Train. Here's Bailey. And he's covered by Grew. Here's Bailey. 8 points for him. A nice shot by Creek.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Now, Grew. Pass to Cornette. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries. Austin with the ball. 6-point lead. Here's Insanity. Here's Creek. Wilson with the block. Into the lane, and he jams it with authority.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Aldridge, he's checked in for Boston. And San Antonio also making a switch. Champs checked in for Bottoms. Insanity the pass to Aldridge. There's shake and bake. Here's Bailey. Rebound San Antonio. And the points coming for them now, Greg in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Pass to Wilson. And Aldridge comes over to help. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Violation. Jump ball.
Here's B-Train. 12 points for him. Aldridge a screen. Here's Bailey. 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Goodwin. Goodwin's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Cornette. Shake and bake, grabs the miss. Pass to Insanity. Here's Bailey. To the paint. Nice pass. Led into the rack perfectly for the layup. Shake and bake's got 4 points this quarter. Spurs trail by 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now, here's Groove. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the half. Baseline Jay. No basket. Missed number 5 out of his 8 shots. Celtics leading by 6. Shake and bake passes to Insanity. Here's Bailey. There's the lob to Aldridge. Stolen by Wilson. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The Celtics shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Outside Aldridge. Pass to B-Train. Here's Bailey. They grab their own miss. This one for 3. Aldridge. Good. And now a 9-point Celtic lead.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Here's Champ. Back to Groove. 46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land. Cruz got 11 points.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Cruz brings the double team. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Here's Medina. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. 14 points for B-Train.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Down low, here's Leach, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of the